You are listening to the Visions, Missions, and Manifestations podcast, the number one place for spirituality, healing, and transcendence. I'm your host, Vivian-Raquel Braha. Now let's get into it. Hello, and welcome back to Visions, Missions, and Manifestations. It's been a really long time since I did a solo episode, and I just feel like we have so much to catch up on, and I want to share so many things that have come through and that I feel like the collective just really needs to hear right now. So let's start off strong. Fuck everything and rise. Okay, we're starting off strong. Fuck everything and rise. And what do I mean by this? All right, a lot of times you get up in the morning or go to bed at night and we feel like shit. All right, we feel like we didn't do enough, we weren't enough, people don't appreciate us enough, people aren't picking us enough, we're not being seen enough, we're scared to be seen, we want all the wealth, and wealth doesn't just mean money, it means healthy relationships, it means healthy mindset, it means healthy health, it means healthy wallet, right? So yeah, it does also include money, but it's really all the things. How's your mental health, right? Looking at all these things, and here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing that I'm going to tell you. The story that you tell yourself dictates everything in your life, okay? The story that you tell yourself is what either makes you or breaks you. When you're going to sleep at night, are you upset? Did you have a bad day and you let that mean that you're a bad person or that you have a bad life? Or did you have a day that you didn't love where there was room for improvement? However, you reminded yourself that in every single way and that every single day you are getting better and better. The story that you tell yourself dictates everything. If you told yourself that because you're feeling not good, you are not good, or your life is not good, then chances are you're going to make really shitty choices in life. You're going to make really shitty choices because you feel really shitty. But if you tell yourself that every single day and in every single way you are getting better and better, you are doing better and better, that you love yourself just the way you are without changing a single thing, then you're going to make really amazing choices and decisions. Then you're going to be the person that you look back on one day and said, I'm her. I made it. The story that you tell yourself is everything. Okay? And so something I do with my clients is make up a story about yourself. Make up a story about yourself that you would absolutely love to be true about who you are. Make up that story and let's mother flippin' become her. Because here's the thing, ladies and gents, your brain does not know the difference between what you tell it and the truth, okay? And what it actually goes through. Which is why when you watch a scary movie, you feel scared even though your logical mind knows that that's not really happening. And which is why when you watch a sad movie, you feel like you want to cry and you feel the feels even though that sad thing isn't happening to you. Your brain just doesn't know the difference between what you watch, what you see, what you tell yourself, and what actually is, okay? So we're starting off strong today. Fuck everything and rise. Okay? Tell yourself a story that makes you want to go all in on life. Tell yourself a story that makes you absolutely love yourself, pick yourself. Because when you feel like you're not being enough, that you're not doing enough, that you do not have enough, it all stems from you not feeling like you are enough. And let me tell you something. Feeling like you are not enough. Feelings in general. Feelings are not indicative of your reality. Okay? You can feel really shitty. But if you look around you, you can have incredible opportunities coming your way. You can be in an incredible relationship. You can have a roof over your head, food in the fridge, your family's alive and well. Like, your feelings aren't indicative of your reality. And if you can come to terms with that, you can then create a story that makes you feel super blessed and grateful. And what you focus on grows. So if you're going to sit in the gratitude and if you're going to sit in the blessings and if you're going to love your life and if you're going to choose you and if you're going to understand that you are enough just the way you are without changing a single thing, the universe is going to mirror that energy. It's going to give you opportunities that match your manifestations. It's going to unfold miracles and you're going to witness, you're going to see to believe that miracles are not rare. They are natural. So we're starting off with fuck everything and mother flippin' rise, okay? Give back people their stories. What people want to believe about you and say about you has nothing to do with you. So if you're doing your thing and you're succeeding and you're not really hurting anybody else, right? But if you're doing your thing and you're freaking loving it, okay, then let people say what they want to say. Give back them their stories and don't take it with you. Something you have to get incredibly good at if you're going to be a master manifester and you're going to manifest the shit out of your life is rejecting other people's realities. Okay? Because there is so much scarcity and fear that people will bring to the table that says nothing about you. And you can either subscribe to their fear and their disbelief and their doubt, or you could subscribe to your own story. Okay? You can make up your own story and believe it and subscribe it to it and come and act and react from that place. Okay? Do you know the difference between somebody thinking, like, who the fuck is Vivian, right? Who is she to be telling me how to live my life and how to manifest the shit out of my life? And I could be like, yeah, who am I? And then I have to dive into that, like, well, who am I? Okay. And then I could be like, you want to know who the fuck I am? I'll tell you right now. I'm the girl who healed my Crohn's disease. I'm the girl who manifested my dream apartment in New York City. I'm the girl who manifested a man that every single day puts me in awe because I never knew a man like this existed, who values me and the relationship so much, who every single day reminds me how amazing I am. I'm gonna cry because I wasn't used to that. I never had a man in my life that believed in me so much, that loved me so much the way my husband does, okay? Who am I? I'm the woman who is helping thousands of other people manifest the shit out of their lives. I'm the woman who's helping my clients manifest dream relationships, dream vacations to Italy, romantic vacations to Italy, helping my clients come off antidepressant medication for the first time in years because they finally know that they're good enough and their life is actually amazing, right? I'm not going to go into all the things and all the reasons why I'm amazing because I no longer have to prove myself. So when somebody says, "Who the fuck are you?" I'll be like, "Listen up. Go listen to my podcast and you'll learn," right? I no longer have anything to prove because I know I'm enough. I know who I am, and it's decided by me. And you get to decide who you are, and you get to fuck everything and rise. All the excuses, all the fears, right? The more that you can lean into the unknown, the more successful you're going to be. Because the more that you can lean into the unknown, the more you believe in yourself to succeed. The power is in your hand. Okay? You have the power to create any story you want around who you are. And you have the power to believe any story about yourself that you choose. And you get to make up that story. So all of the doubts, all the insecurities, I want you to give them back to whoever gave them to you energetically, like give them back. And listen, I'm not going to lie to you. The inner feeling of not being normal is your sign that you were meant for more. So if you have this feeling of like not belonging, it's not because there's something wrong with you. If you have this inner feeling of like, I'm not like everybody around me, I'm not normal, it's not because there's anything wrong with you. This whole life isn't to heal. There's nothing to fix in your life. I can't stand when somebody's like, I need another healer. Girl or man, if you're listening, you're good just the way you are. There's nothing to fix. Okay? The inner feeling of not feeling belonging or like you're normal is just because you're not living up to your potential. It's just because you are meant for more. And what are you going to do about it? Are you going to stay in the stuck feeling? Are you going to take some pills so that you feel good enough to survive in the life that you didn't even create for yourself, but you somehow are just a character in somebody else's play? Or are you going to hire that person, that mentor, that coach that's going to teach you the way for you to align with your purpose in this lifetime that God put you here to accomplish? Because when you're actually living out your purpose, when you're living out your dreams, your visions, your missions, your manifestations, you feel like a queen. You feel like a boss. You feel like a king because you're actually where you're meant to be. You no longer have this pit in your stomach because you learn that you're enough. You learn that you're perfect just the way you are. You learn that without changing a single thing, you're worthy and deserving of everything that you want in this lifetime. So if you're feeling stuck, it's because you're not giving yourself what you need in order to live out your purpose. And that's on you and nobody else. Okay? Now listen, there's two kinds of people in this world. The first is a person who's in the room because they know that they're meant to be here. And then the person that's not in this room because they settled on a life that looked good on paper but isn't actually good and they did nothing about it. Or they thought it was easier. Okay? This February 1st in New York City, I am hosting a live manifestation event with some of my mentors, my teachers, my leaders, my healers, right? My energetic what teachers, I like to call them. They're like little energy doctors. Um, where I'm going to teach you exactly how to manifest anything your soul desires on repeat. Okay? And the people in that room, they know they're meant to be there because they know they're meant for more. And the people who aren't, or the people that said they would be and then didn't show up, or whatever it is, whatever story they give themselves for not being there, are the people who are settling for a life, for a story that they didn't even create, but that they are responsible for because they're settling. They're not doing anything to change it. I'm going to put the link to that event in the show notes because if you're listening to this podcast, this is your sign that you are meant to be in that room. People in that room are going to be doing big things with their life. And if you're ready for a year where you actually make change, where you actually see manifestation results, then get in that mother flipping room. I don't even think we have that many more VIP tickets left, but the VIPers get to actually have one-on-one conversations with my teachers and mentors, get a goodie bag, all the things, get private time with me. Um, but then if there is no VIP tickets left, you can just get a regular ticket, be in my energy, still get to ask me your questions. So here's what I want you to know. I want you to trust your intuition, okay? If you don't feel like you belong, if you feel like you are meant for something more, I want you to fulfill your mission. I want you to go and do the thing that your soul's been craving. And if you don't know where to start, hire me as your coach. No, but really, if you're ready to align with your purpose and your mission and your vision, and you're like done with the BS, let's mother flipping go. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Like, tell me. Because all waiting is doing, I'll tell you, I tell this to my clients all the time. It's like, imagine you're like, when I lose the 20 pounds, then I'll go on a diet. You know how silly that sounds? You're never going to lose the 20 pounds if you don't go on a diet. Like, that's just the way it is. You're never going to be successful if you wait for the success to come, for the money to come. If you are afraid to invest in you, you're never making money, girl, because nobody's going to invest in you. It's all a mirror. If you are scared of money, money is scared of you. It's very important to surround yourself with people who understand you. And if you have nobody in your life that understands you right now, you're in the wrong mother flipping room. You need to get into a room with people who get you, who support you, who see you, who celebrate you. It's important for you to do this for two reasons. One, so that you know that there's nothing to fix. Because people who often feel like they don't belong always look internally and blame themselves, right? They're like, I'm not good enough. Or maybe if I just fix these things about me, then he'll like me. No, you're just in the wrong room. You're surrounded by the wrong people. And the second thing is when you surround yourself with people who believe in you and support you and celebrate you, even if you're paying them like a coach, right? Then you start to believe in yourself more. And you go out there and you take action. And you know what the reaction to your action is? You manifest the shit out of your life. You do things that people thought were impossible. Not because they're jealous of you, but because they don't even believe in themselves, that they're stuck in a place that they don't know how to get out of. But they haven't yet gotten honest with themselves to the point where they can say it's time to make a change. But you have, because you're listening to this podcast, because you got to this point. Get into the room. Manifestation Live, February 1st, New York City. Okay? Whew. Letting that all sit in. Now, it's important to allow yourself to shed the things that are no longer serving you so that you can love, be, do, and have all the things you want. And this is a purge. Like if you know my manifestation process, the 5 dimensions to your ascension by heart, you know that one of the steps is the purge, the death, right? Getting rid of all the things that you've been saying yes to that you wish that you were saying no to. If you're ready to actually succeed, where are you making yourself small? Where are you hiding? Where are you not allowing yourself to be seen in your full potential? And potentially, maybe you don't feel safe right now to be seen. Maybe you're not surrounded by the people that are going to support you and love you. And again, that's why it is so important to get into rooms where people love you, where people understand you. And how do you do that? By going to events where you know you'll meet people with similar interests. Done. You choose who gets to come into your life. Okay. And there's so much power in that. A client this morning asked me, she said, Viv, what do I do when people ask me about my childhood? Like, whoa, like, I don't even know where to begin. And I said, girl, it depends who's asking. Did they put in the work? Did they invest in you enough to get to know the raw, real you? Because most people ask you questions just so that they can talk. They're ready to answer the question themselves. It's really important to be really intentional about the people that you surround yourself with and that you allow into your life. The founder of Starbucks said, if I went for coffee with every single person who asked me to go for coffee, there would be no Starbucks. So I really want you to anchor into the idea that you get to choose who comes into your life. And I want you to think about who gets to be in your life, the qualities, the energy of the people that get to be in your life, and write it down. Make a list. Create boundaries around who gets to be in your life and why. Not necessarily names, but the qualities. And then once you know the personalities and the types of people that get to be in your life, take inventory. Okay? Take inventory. Another step of the 5 dimensions to your ascension, right? Take inventory of the people in your life and see who you need to let go of. Who is just taking up space? Who is putting you down? Who doesn't belong there? And release the attachment to who you were. Let go of the version of you who stayed small. Let go of the version of you who's too afraid to rise. I want you to anchor into the unlimited possibility where everything works out in your favor. You don't have to be afraid because everything is always happening for your greatest benefit and for your greatest success and for your greatest good. Everybody has excuses. The difference between the 1% and everybody else is that the 1% did it anyway. They fucked everything and they mother effing rose. So who are you going to be? Who are you going to be? I want you to think about it. Who are you going to be? Are you somebody who's going to stay small? Is this going to be another 2026? Is this going to be another year where you're hoping, dreaming, and praying and wondering why God's not answering your prayers? Or are you finally going to take the aligned action and you're going to become the person you were meant to be and live a life that you can't shut up about because it is so freaking good. And you're going to have friends that instead of tear you down, instead of judge you, instead of mock you, instead of not understand you, you're going to have friends that see all of your success and celebrate you. They're going to see you. They're going to love you. They're going to understand you. They're going to want to be around you. They're going to want to talk to you. They're going to want to learn from you. They're going to want to invite you places because they love you. So what year is this going to be for you? Stop focusing on the excuses. Stop focusing on the problems. What we constantly talk about shows up in our lives. I want you to start getting excited and talk about all the things that you are doing in life, that you are creating in life. And if you're not creating anything right now and you're not doing anything interesting, shift that. Put yourself in a leadership position. Make moves now and your reality will shift. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So this is what I'm going to leave you with. If the version of you had what you now wanted, what would they no longer be tolerating? Okay? If the version of you now had what you're now wanting, what would she no longer be tolerating? What types of people? What types of movies? We don't just eat with our mouth. We eat with our eyes and our nose and our ears. What filters would you have in your ears? What would you be saying no to? What would you be saying yes to? Who would you be responding to? Who wouldn't you? And what's a big move you can make in the name of your success and your growth? So I'm going to put the link in the caption and in the show notes to get your ticket for Manifestation Live. I want to see you in the room. And if you get your ticket from Manifestation Live or Manifestation Live from this episode, please message me on Instagram saying you got your ticket because of the episode. And I'm going to celebrate you so big, so big. Now, one last thing. Starting January 1st, I'm going to be putting out a wait list for private sessions for private clients because I do not have the capacity right now. I'm seeing about 20 clients a month, a little over that. And I want to be able to help as many people as possible. So I am going to come up with a solution, but I am going to put out a wait list to work with me. When that comes out, you'll all be notified. I'll tell you in our next episode, and you can start applying to work with me from now for 2026. If you message me on Instagram the word manifest and book me before January 1st, then you're locked in. Then I will see you. So if you know that you want to hire me as your coach, hire me as your mentor, and you want to manifest the shit out of your life, and you're done waiting, hoping, and dreaming and praying, and you're ready to actually live the life and celebrate and have huge wins, then message me the word manifest and we'll begin manifesting ASAP. We'll get on a call and I'll see if we're the right fit. If we're the right fit so that I can support you if you are, and you could start manifesting your life away. Great chat. See you next week. Hey, if you like this podcast episode, please download it, give us a nice review, and follow us on Instagram at Journey with VRD to get all the latest and the greatest updates. Till next week.